joining us during our weekly hybrid MLS breakfast meeting. My name is Shun Zhang. We met my home, and I'm your January program chair. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to have Steve Getz to help us with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Open your heart and repeat after me. I will allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God.
Thank you, Steve. Next, we will have our inspirational quote by Yolanda.
Good morning, everyone. I thought this quote was appropriate for that we just honored Martin Luther King Jr. on Monday. Out of a mountain of despair, a stone of hope. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you.
Thank you, Yolanda. So just a little bit about me. Grew up in Boston, came here 20 years ago. My first job was a clean adjuster at Farmers. And that's how I learned how to drive in Southern California. So a few housekeeping tips. All participants will be muted upon entry to the MLS breakfast meeting. And should you have any questions, please type on the chat box or raise your hand later on. Please remember to join us weekly as we will have our hybrid MLS breakfast meeting every Thursday at 9 o'clock. As always, this meeting is being recorded and will be available online on our YouTube channel, West Singapore Valley Realtors website. Please remember to follow WSGVR social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch all our pre-recorded video on YouTube. Join our text group. If you don't have this text yet, please take your phone out and type in 888-301-2201. That's a number. And then on the text contact, just put in WSGVR. You will get a confirmation immediately. Today's agenda consists of our affiliate spotlight, Alina Chu of Glen Oaks Escrow, followed by our affiliate lender, covering the topic of what's new in 2023, moderated by Sage Gomez of My NHD. Just a reminder that to be eligible for today's drawing, you must be the member of WSGVR and be here in person at the association. We will have an attendance drawing, Amazon gift card drawing 50/50 raffles. So Cecilia is walking around to sell the 50/50 tickets. Anyone who's interested or have not got a chance to get the tickets, raise your hand now and get your lucky tickets. Okay, today's our affiliate spotlight will be brought to you by affiliate committee, Chair Lina Sangui and Vice Chair Chu Sun Yuan. Please remember to support our affiliate with your transaction. Alina, floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope I don't mess this up because I'm only talking about myself, right? I'm Alina Chu from Glen Oaks Escrow. I was born in Lima, Peru, so I do speak Spanish. I then moved to live in Spain for a couple of years before coming to the US for middle school and for high school. And when I was starting college, that's when I got to start working in escrow part-time. So that's ever since then, I loved it. So I'm here doing escrow. I usually come up here and share about my past travels because I travel a lot. And in last October, I went to Turkey. So Turkey, you go to Cappadocia and see the caves there, you see the Roman relics, and we stayed at that famous hotel where you see the view and everything. But you know, I took a picture of a random girl because I don't think you want to see me there, standing there, that old lady there. I think it would be appropriate. Then you see the dancers that's famous there. And you go to Pamukkale, you see the crystals there. It's white, the whole mountain is white. It's calcium deposit, I believe. And then that waterfall was coming out, shooting into the ocean. So I found that to be really very different. I do a lot with my sisters. I do have son and a daughter in the 30s already. But of course, in the weekends, I spend a lot of time with going fishing with my brother right there. We just did that in December, right before they close out the season. But in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I do go to the boot camp with my 4 sisters, my 3 sisters. So I do have a big family. We just went in November, we went running. I have a sister who's a runner. So she always signs us up for these running events. We were in Catalina Island running. She runs, the rest of us just goes behind. And then that's my family. Christmas time, I do have a big family. So if you see the next picture, then you'll see us. Yeah, on that side is all the kids picture with the big kids. And on this side is the adults. And then the bottom is New Year's. And then right last week, we just came back from a trip to Ensenada. And I think, yeah, all girls. So this is all about me. So you have any questions? I love doing escrow. I have working for Glen Oaks Escrow is great because they do have a backup. I have an escrow, someone I can ask for advisory. So although I've been doing it for over 35 years, there's always some escrows where you want a second opinion. And that helps me, which helps you in return. So if you have any questions on escrow, feel free to give us a call. We're always very happy to help answer any questions you may have. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Alina. Big family and lovely family pictures. Next, we will have a affiliate introduction for today. All affiliates today are here. Please line up in the front. Please no promotions. This is just a morning greeting.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Year of the rabbit. Okay. Thank you very much, Nancy Chan, lawyers, title 41 years in the industry. Love your business. Love to work with you. Thank you.
Good morning, Bob Chu with Champion Escrow.
Good morning, everyone. This is Carol with West Fargo Home Loan Mortgage. Happy Lunar New Year.
Good morning, everyone. Sage Gomez, my NHG. Have a great day.
Good morning, everyone. Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty.
Good morning, I'm Cosmo Sanchez with New Aim Funding.
Good morning, Angie Tang, First American Title.
No.
Good morning, everyone. Jacqueline Chu from Champion Escrow.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Phoebe Liu from East Bank. I'm a local commercial as well, home loan officer. So happy New Year, Chinese New Year, and have a wonderful prosperous year. Thank you.
Happy New Year. This is Annie Fan, Chicago Title.
Good morning, this is Ken Shen with Transglobal Private Lending. Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Rabbit. This is Lucia Tam representing CarePunk, Chinese American Real Estate Professionals Association.
Good morning again, Yolanda Martinez Arenas, WFG National Title Company. Happy Chinese New Year.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Joe Haggerty with Orange Coast Title. Happy Lunar Chinese New Year to everyone as well. Have a good day.
Good morning. Happy Lunar New Year. I wish you all the good luck. Blessing you. This is Master Alex. Thank you.
Good morning, Lena and Carrie from US Bank Home Mortgage. Happy Lunar New Year.
Good morning again. This is Alina from Glen Oaks Escrow. Happy Lunar New Year.
Good morning, Judy Chow, Senior Loan Officer from AA Capital. Happy Lunar New Year. Thank you.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Chris Haun with Guild Mortgage.
Well, good morning, Mario Manzanilla, your reverse mortgage king. Happy life from here on.
Morning, I'm Nancy Wong from Dong Direct Living.
Oh, I'm so glad that you guys clapped for her. So I can be the last one. Yana Low with ACG Funding. Good to see all of you.
I'm sorry, what is your name? Is this your first time here? Okay, we all want to welcome you to our WSGBR. Let's give her a welcome. And then, what's your name again? Angie. Thank you. Everyone, let's now we will introduce the one on Zoom. We have John Wax.
Good morning, everyone. John Wax with Snap and HD Natural Hazards Disclosure Reports. Happy Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year.
AMS Insurance.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Lunar New Year. You don't have to hop around for your insurance. I'm a one-stop shop.
They're
Thank
here
you.
and they're talking, but I don't.
Can you
Hear them.
unmute yourself, John Wax, or one more time?
Okay, can
Okay.
you hear me now?
Shakti and Yolanda, you're here, so.
Can you hear me?
Thank you. We are happy to include all our open pitching to hybrid MLS breakfast meeting. Remember, if you would like to pitch your listing, you must go to www.wsgvar.com. Click on the tab says open pitch. Fill out the caravan request form and submit it no later than that Tuesday, midnight of the week that you want to pitch. Today, we have 3 listings. The first listing features from Norita Gonzalez of Jason Mitchell Real Estate from California. Norita, you're up.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How you doing? My name is Judy Gonzalez, and this is my beautiful listing in Rancho. It's, I wrote a couple of notes. There's so many great things to say about it. The owner's moving to Texas, so they're probably going to be into a new build. Is what they're looking for. It is the kitchen was renovated in 2020. The island has beautiful wainscot. It's decorative wainscot. It also has the granite countertops have like the hooks that very decorative hooks that kind of very nice, very stylish coriander countertops on the other side. Wine fridge. It has a microwave cabinet, so you push the button and the microwave actually comes out. Thermador stove, privacy film in all windows. It's elevated, so it's like on a 0.23 acres, which is over 10,000 square foot, and it's elevated. So you have this beautiful view of Rancho from all windows with the privacy film. So yeah, if you do, I think that's it I want to talk about. Yeah, so if you would like, the barn doors that you see in the kitchen are handmade by the owner, the California beetlewood. Of course, he didn't make the hardware, but he also extended it out so it hides the oversized washer and dryer. So it's absolutely gorgeous. The only thing California is too expensive for retired people. So anyways, come check me out. I do have a book. You can have a 3D tour or a video and send your buyers, send them on down. Thank you, Norita Gonzalez, Jason Mitchell's Real Estate for my Rancho listing. Take care.
Thank you. Congratulations on your new listing. That's close to a golf course as well.
It's golf course. I know it's very, very nice outside.
Thank you.
Outside bed fields.
Okay, next we will have Wesley Kang from KW Executive.
Hi, everyone. It's also my first time here. That's just at the orientation last week. Thank you. My name is Wesley. I'd like to invite you guys to check out this listing in El Cerrito. A bedroom, 4 bath, 300 square feet, living space and a duplex with 2 separate units. It also sits on a 33,000 square feet lot. So this is a really huge lot, perfect for anyone who may have development plans or wants to do massive landscaping. I think it's good for a owner user who live in one unit, rent out the other, or as sort of a pure income opportunity. One unit has 5 bedroom, 2 baths, and the other unit has 2 bedroom, 2 baths. One's currently vacant and one's currently with tenants. I do want to inform you guys that it's subject to the rent stabilization ordinance. So there's currently tenants in one unit. So the buyer would have to be okay with those existing units or find some sort of relocation negotiation. Let me know if you have anyone interested in this property. I think it has a lot of personality. There's a couple of artistic tenants living there right now. I think someone will be interested in this.
Thank you, Wesley, and congratulations on your new listing and welcome for your first time. Let's welcome Wesley. Please come more often. Next, we will have Matthew Motica. Good morning. Oh, we'll talk.
Hello, everybody. I am here for the first time, actually, so I'm excited to meet all. My name is Matt Motica. I'm here representing Long Dragon Realty and I'm here to present 638 Baldwin Court in Sierra Madre, as you see above me. This is a new build, which, as many of you know, if you know anything about Sierra Madre, that's very rare. So this is located in a new development known as Stonegate, which was about 12 to 13 years in the making. So we're all really excited about getting these homes built. This is located on the northern hillside of Sierra Madre, so it has really remarkable city light and canyon views, which also makes it quite unique. This home also has custom solar paneling, designer fixtures throughout, a lot of painstaking details by the architect and developer. And if you guys come and see it at the Caravan, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. Even more exciting is we actually have two other homes in this development that are located adjacent to this, 610 Baldwin Court and 630 Baldwin Court. They are not yet on the MLS. They will be soon. But if you come by to see the Caravan, you can see those other homes as well. And we will also be doing our open house this Sunday and every Sunday moving forward. So I hope you guys come by.
Thank you and welcome. Congratulations. Now let's help me welcome our moderator, Sage Gomez, my NHD, and the affiliate panel members consisting of Chris Haun of Gem Mortgage, Judy Chow of AAA Capital Investment, and Mario of Rate of Financial. Floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to give you a little background of each of our panelists. So we'll start with Judy. Judy speaks Chinese and English and has 35 years of experience as a licensed mortgage loan officer. Judy has personal production of $1 billion of loan origination. She received top producer awards at AAA Capital Investment 2022, 2021, 2020, and 2019. She received her bachelor's and master's degrees from UCLA. Judy is a dedicated Buddhist for over 50 years with goals of individual happiness and world peace. She has been happily married for 40 years with 2 sons, 1 granddaughter, 1 grandson, and another granddaughter coming in April. All right, let's get to Mario. So Mario has over 20 years of experience in the lending business and 7 years of experience as a reverse mortgage specialist. He also is a former HUD HUD approved counselor, educator, and presenter for several institutions. Mario has helped many achieve homeownership, save money, and achieve financial peace of mind. He has his BA in economics from California State University, LA. Mario is also a 3rd degree black belt in karate and Kubotan keychain self-defense expert. So let's get to Chris. Chris has been a loan originator for the past 32 years in the San Gabriel Valley, with more than half that time spent in management. He's a California native, growing up in Monterey Park and living in Arcadia, where he is a proud homeowner. Chris has left Gem Mortgage after running his own branch for 18 years. Chris is focusing solely on originating and has joined the industry leader Guild Mortgage just a couple of weeks ago. They are a full service direct lender with over 60 years in existence and a direct service well over 80% of the loans we originate. Chris is able to do different types of residential financing from conventional to jumbo, FHA, VA, non-QM bank statements, and DCR programs. He has been happily married for 22 years. He has 1 son, 1 granddaughter, and a German Shepherd at home. Also, Chris is an active surfer. All right, so let's get started with our questions. So Judy, what is the 2023 interest forecast?
Do I need a speaker? Maybe not.
I would use the microphone.
Okay. Okay, it's kind of, I think. Okay, so that is really a very important question. The client asks me every day, what do you think the interest rate is? There's many factors. No one really can predict the future like stock market. So I would talk about the factor that would influence the interest rate. Their opinion from experts based on data. One of the best measure of the 30-year mortgage rate is the 10-year treasury bill, a 10-year treasury bond. So you can look at the treasury bond today is about 3.5. So there's a spread between the treasury and the 30-year mortgage. It ranges from 150 to 300. Currently, it's about 200. So if you look at the 3.5, so then 30-year mortgage should be 5.5. So you can't use all open data. So converse, so the treasury during the pandemic was below 1. That's why we're seeing the high 2s and 3s mortgage back in 2020 and 2021. But now it's 3.5. So if it goes up, the rate goes up. If it goes down, the rate goes down. Another fact, so here's sort of a chart. If you want some of the chart after the meeting, you can give me the business card. I'll email to you the spread. And then another factor that influences inflation. Inflation has been going up. We hope it has peaked in November. So that's why the Federal Reserve has been raising the rates, as you know. Now, our prime rate based on the Fed rate, prime rate is 7.5. And they will probably raise another 25 basis point on February 1st and another 25 in March. So it will take us to 8. That rate doesn't have any direct impact on the mortgage rate. It has impact on the HELOC, as well as your credit card, your car loan, because it's a prime. So if prime is 8 by March, you know, prime plus 1 have a 9% rate. So it's gonna get high. But there is some talk about recession. We know one thing, we're going to have a hard recession. We think we might have a soft landing, which means that probably the rate will settle in around the 5s, okay, because we're not going to go down to 3s and 2s like the pandemic. Then there are other geopolitical concerns. For example, Bank of Japan last week raised their bank rate a quarter. That really shocked the world. You know, they're raising a quarter. They were talking about raising another quarter, but they stopped. So it got calmed down. So they're a factor we can't control. Also the war and the pandemic. And then the government fiscal policy. Federal Reserve in 2020 and 2021 bought billions of mortgage-backed securities. That's why they kept the rates so low. Billions, like 5, 10 billions. And they stopped on September 15, 2021. So you'll see there's no Federal Reserve buying mortgage-backed security. That the rate will go up. It has gone up. So inflation, the chart drives the mortgage rate, was up. And we hope it's peaked November. So that will tell you. So the prediction is in the rate, what you want to know. So they say the forecast, 30-year fixed rate will move to 5% during the first half of 2023. That's what we hope. And then the 10-year treasury will be 3% or lower. One more item that's of interest to you. I have a chart, but I'll just tell you, they raised the loan limit from conforming to 726,200 on January this year, 2023. That means your buyer can literally go buy a $900,000 home with 20% down and get a conforming rate rather than a high balance in a jumbo. That will give them more flexibility. And then Mario wanted us to cover credit. It's real fast. Credit score range from 300 to 850. If you're in the 800, you're exceptional. If you're in the high 700, you're very good. 680 and up is good. 600 is there. Below 600, you're poor. Okay, so it's important to keep your interest rate. So what you do is you should check your rate and sort of improve and maintain a good rate. How do you maintain a good rate? Don't have, by keep on buying new cars, no debt. Use your credit card to 1/3 of the limit, otherwise it drives your score low. And because interest rate will have effect on the credit score has effect on your interest rate, your loan to value, as well as your fee. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mario. Are reverse mortgages easier to qualify than regular loans?
So to simplify, the answer is absolutely yes. They don't do debt to income ratios. Think about this. Most of the clients are 62 plus, right? A lot of them are retired. So they have social security pensions, what have you. They're no longer working. So they don't use the debt to income ratios. 45 credit is not an issue. It could be a 600, they still do their loan. It's based on age and equity. The older you are, the more you get. I just closed the transaction to a 94-year-old lady. She got $600,000. And the interesting part, when I asked her, when did you buy your property? 1960. How much do you pay for it? $25,000. And she got 600,000. And why? Because she wanted to stay. Now, it's even crazier. 400,000 in a line of credit, which is her money. You're using your home as your bank, as opposed to the bank every month paying, right? Mortgage, mortuary, you pay until you die, right? The other one, reverse mortgage, you die and then you pay. That's simple. In the meantime, enjoy your life. That's why I say happy life. Why you gonna be paying all your life? That's the issue. So bottom line is they're easier to qualify. They only use residual income just to make sure that you will be able to pay your property taxes, because that's not covered in your homeowner's insurance. That's it. So the older you are, the more you get.
Thank you so much. We'll go to Chris next. So Chris, what other forms of buy down other than the 321 are there, and how can they help buyers and sellers in today's market?
Okay, so everyone's been hearing this topic of temporary buy downs. There's two types of buy down. The permanent buy down, where you pay points to lower your rate for the entire 30 years. Not a real good trade-off. You probably pay about a point to get a quarter better in rate, so 2 points, maybe a half better. But something that in this market we need is, with rates having, interest rates going up, doubling in the last year, people need some relief and they need payment relief. So if you were to do a temporary buy down, and there's different types, 321, 21, 11. When you see that first number 3 and 321, that just means the rate will be 3% below the note rate in the first year. It'll be 2% below the note rate in the second year, 1% below the note rate in the third year, and then fourth year on, it'll be at the note rate. So people wonder, well, it's an adjustable rate, all these things. No, it's a normal fixed rate, but someone is subsidizing those payments. So that difference between the 3% lower and the actual note rate, it's thousands of dollars, but in the long run, it's not that much money to get the payment way lower. So if you have a 599 rate and you're doing a 321 buy down, year one, the rate is 2.99%. That's like a $700+ difference in lower payment. So it's a huge deal. 2.99, you're back to where we were. It's temporary, so it's not going to be forever, but it'll get that buyer in. And you want to get them in now before things get crazy again and rates do come down and you see the market go frenzy again and you can't get your buyer's offers accepted. So it's a temporary situation. It's being subsidized. Everyone knows what a subsidy is, right? Something costs maybe $3, but someone's paying $1 of it, so you're paying the other $2. Same thing, it's a subsidy. You're just paying the difference into an escrow account, so it's usually not the buyer doing that. Otherwise, they just have an account over here and they could subsidize their payment. But either the seller or the lender can do the subsidy and saves a lot of money. It's a beautiful thing for sellers too, because let's say your listing's not moving. What do? A price reduction, maybe minimum of 5% or something like that. This won't cost you 5%. A 3-to-1 buy down costs about 4.3% of the loan amount. A 2-1 buy down, which is 2% below in the first year, 1% below in the second year, and then at the note rate, that costs about 2.2%. So even the 3-2-1, which costs around 4.3, that's cheaper than having your seller reduce 5%, and the buyers don't have a big difference in payment, only a couple $100. It'd be a $700 difference or so with a 3-2-1 buy down. So keep in mind, it's an incredible tool to get people in now when the market is a little bit slower and you have a chance with your clients to get in, especially lower down payment people. They didn't have a chance last year. They were dealing with people going 50, 100,000 over and, or paying cash. Your 10% or 3% down buyer didn't have a shot. So now they do. And sellers are willing to pay some money now in many cases to help them out. So it's a great deal. It's more, people make it more complicated than it is. It's just a subsidized situation where they're paying the difference for a period of time, and you benefit as a buyer by much lower payments, and your seller benefits by getting that house sold without spending as much money to do so. It's a great tool, and yeah, all of us can do them, so feel free to ask more.
Thank you. So Judy, what are the current easy qualify loans?
Easy qualify are for people who can't fall into the strict guideline of Freddie and Fannie Mae. It's also called a non-QM, means non-qualified mortgage. That means you don't qualify for the Freddie and Fannie. They're very strict. You don't need tax return. You don't need W-2s. The non-Q share in 2022 cover about 4% of all the mortgage. So it's not that much. But nevertheless, it helps self-employed borrow with asset but limited income, and then jumbo borrow, because jumbo they can go up to 7 to 10 million on the easy qualified, but not the Freddie and Fannie, and also investor. So they may not qualify, but with the still qualify. However, in the second half of 2022, the non-QM rate just jumped from like 3% on the second half to a range of 6 to 10%. I've done some 10%, unbelievable. And because of the capital market. So the outlook for 2023. So the demand for the non-QM buyer are for self-employed and real estate investor are still a lot, and it should double in volume. The product and pricing stability should return to non-QM in 2023 with better rates. So I will cover the 4 different types of non-QM loan. The first one is the no income documentation, minimum 20% down, no tax return, nothing, no paycheck stuff, no income document at all. That's the easiest one. The second one is with income document. You still need 20% down. You can do 12-month bank statements, you can do profit and loss, also verification of employment from the owner. The third one is called earned income documentation. These are for investors. They call it ESCR. You might have heard of that before. It means debt service coverage ratio. It means that rent income covers the payment. So the borrower's income doesn't have to be used to qualify. So this is very good for investors. And then the last one is asset depletion or asset qualification. People have a lot of assets, maybe retirement fund, stock, or different things, but they don't have much income. So non-QM pay you 7 years to qualify based on your asset divided by 7 years, 84 months, versus Fannie Mae is 30 years, and then Freddie Mac is 20 years. So your income is more because you divide it by 7 years, so it helps them to qualify. So the most non-QM loan can do foreigners, as well as non-warrantable property, like condo have high ratio of tenant. So where full doc, Freddie and Fannie cannot.
Thank you, Judy. All right, Mario. If I get a reverse mortgage, will the bank or lender own my home?
That's a common myth that we hear all the time. Will the bank, when they die, who's gonna get the rest with the equity? Nothing, just like any regular loan. You're gonna say, this is how much you owe me. Do you want your kids to refinance and own the home? You wanna sell? Well, the kids, right? And the difference in equity goes to the heirs. And if you have a living trust, goes into a living trust. But if you want to hold your own title, goes into your own title. No difference than any other regular loan. So in essence, this is a myth that a lot of people get confused. Oh, the bank, if I die, the bank is going to take over. The bank doesn't want you home, just like any other institution. They just want to make sure they're just going to pay. They send them the bill. And they have 12 months. 12 months to even decide what they're gonna, with the kids, what are they gonna do with that? You know, some of them, they say, well, we wanna sell it. That's the majority. Then the kids are grown, gone, they're all over. So bottom line is, no, the bank does not own the title of the home. You, the people that have it, the client owns the title, trust, whatever, however they wanna put it in. That's it, that's simple. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario. Okay. Chris, are current interest rates really too high to buy right now?
So this question is somewhat of a loaded question, I guess. When you compare it to where we were a year ago, certainly rates are high. But when you look at historically where rates have been, we're not that high. I found this great piece on the internet that just broke it down for the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. It kind of gives you an idea where rates were. So in the 70s, the average rates hovered between 7.2 to around 7.7%. In the 80s, inflation jumped to 9.5% and interest rates got to a high of 18.45%, more than triple of where they are right now. Crazy, right? See, that was pretty high too. 90s, I started in 1990, rates were double digits still at that time, but they did start to come down a little bit. And then 2000s is where we really started to see rates finally, they're actually over 8% for a bit, but then started to drop. 2010, rates had gone down to as low as the threes for just a short period of time. 2020, rates were between 2.7 to 3.1. So the lowest we've ever, I never thought we'd see those rates. And we probably won't again unless the government gets involved and does some crazy debt buying again. So when you look at it, it's really not that. It's the average rate probably, if you look at those, since they've recorded it since the 70s, has been in the sevens. Yeah, from 2000 to 2020, probably more in the 4 to 6 and 7% range. But we're in the 5s to 6s right now. It's not that bad. Of course, it is when you were looking at living in the past and remembering those great numbers, but that's gone. So you got to get people off of that, realize that, hey, those were not normal times. These are average rates and this is a normal market. So we're back to that. So people have to understand that this is how it's always been. So still great rates. If you can afford it and you can qualify to buy, it's a great time. Don't wait till rates drop and the inventory levels are still low and now you're competing with 30, 40 other people and your buyers don't have a chance. It's a great time to buy right now for those limited down payment buyers or people who couldn't get in before. Now they have an opportunity. So rates are not that high. They're higher, but they are not that high to do business. So just keep that in mind.
Thank you. Just a heads up, so we only have about 3 minutes left. So if you want to answer your final questions, just keep it under like a minute or so, okay?
Okay, let's go.
All right. So Judy, what commercial loans are available?
They talk fast, I'll talk faster. Okay, I'll just talk about two basic kind of commercial loan. And one is a business commercial loan. This is from the bank. It covers apartment, 5 units or more, warehouse, hotel, shopping mall, office building, and the construction loan. The thing about commercial bank, you write down, is basically they're doing 60 to 65% loan to value, very conservative now. They do variable and fixed rate, usually doing 5 or 7 or some 10 with 25-year amortization. But no loan amount is the limit. They can do 500,000 up to 500 million. Okay. The second one, 22nd round. Okay, small business loan. So this one has to be 51% owner user. It has to be US citizen or green card. They can do 70, 80, up to 90% for strong buyers. So they have a couple of programs. One of them, it's a real estate program. They can do 25 years, doing 25 years. But their loan limit on the small ones only 5 million. And to combine with the commercial loans, it's 20 million.
Thank you. Perfect, thank you. Mario, what are the advantages of a reverse mortgage?
In most cases, people that are retired, they still have 20 years or 15 years to pay on their mortgage, $2,600 to $2,000 a month, eliminates their mortgage payment, and they use that money for the lifestyle, to travel. Again, have a happy life. Who cares? You're not gonna leave your money. Woo! Come on, guys. You're not gonna take it with you. So that's one of the key things. The second part, there's no mortgage payment, is a non-recourse loan. There's no time for that. I will be doing a presentation coming up. So it will be under the education. Please sign up for it. We'll go into the details. And the third portion, people that want to purchase, this is what happens. Instead of buying and paying the whole thing down on a new house, it says, look, they got $1 million. Says, look, I want to buy another $1 million. Put 500,000 and they keep you the 500,000 for the lifestyle and no mortgage payments or no nothing. So now they have the money to enjoy life. It's there. Remember, you pay until you die, or you die and then you pay. Which do you want? You're not gonna take it with you. Don't die and use your money use your house as your bank. That basically where we.
Thank you so much. So Chris, we'll end with you. Is it a good time for buyers to purchase in this higher interest rate market?
Well, I think I pretty much covered that on the last one. I ran them together. So yeah, I think it's a great time. And again, get them out there now when the springtime comes and people are looking to buy and everyone wants to move. You're going to have trouble if you don't get them in before that rush, because rates are going to drop and people are going to jump right back into the market when that happens. So get out there now, get your buyers in, let them know. They don't have to marry that mortgage, right? You keep hearing that date the mortgage and marry the house. You can get rid of that boyfriend of a mortgage in a couple of months, 6 months from now or a year from now when rates drop and go into a new one. So.
Perfect. Did we have any questions from the audience? Did anyone want to ask any of our panelists any questions?
Is reverse mortgage money tax free? Yes, it is. You get a line of credit. Sometimes you can get a tax free, and it's even crazier. That line of credit, like you get into a bank, let's say 200,000. How much do you earn interest on that? Nothing. You pay interest and you reduce it. This one is earning right now 7%. So if you have 100,000, next year is already 170. Keeps on growing if you don't touch it. Isn't that crazy? So, and it's tax free. Yeah, money.
Okay, did we have any other questions? Go ahead.
The non-QM, the easy qualified, they don't require into foreigners, yeah, without social.
Yeah, there's ITIN programs if they have a taxpayer ID number, but they don't have a social security number.
Do we have any other questions? All right, well, thank you to our panelists. If you do anything in regards to lending, please hesitate to reach these three. Their information is on the Western Behavioral Association website. Also, just go up to them and get their business card. All three of them are one. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for a wonderful, informative presentation. So, like Chris said, date the mortgage for 6 months and then dump it, and then be married to a new one. So, realtor, this is a good time to talk to your buyers and go out there and help them to buy the house. Before we do our WSGVR drawing, I would like to announce that since the 2022 attendance drawing winner was not selected in December last year, the attendance drawing will be held next Thursday. So make sure you be here. This one you can be in hybrid as well. So again, last year's December's drawing will be drawing happening next Thursday. And we'll be celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year as well. So and then the attendance drawing for today. Make sure everyone's business cards are in here. We will be doing a drawing very soon, shortly. Okay. Everyone, is your business card in here? Yes. All WSGVR members are included in that drawing. Not all can be displayed, but all are included. Pots is $50 today. If we don't get a winner today, the $25 will get to the next week, next pot, until we have a winner. If we don't get a winner, the pot will begin at $25. I'm sorry, if we get a winner today, then the pot will start again $25. If we don't have a winner, at the end of the year, we will pick a winner until we find a winner. That's what's gonna happen at the end of the year. And again, winner must be present at the association to be the winner. And we will announce the name 3 times. Go ahead, Angie, thank you. Now we do Anthony Amodello. Amodio, I'm sorry. Anthony. Nope. Anthony second. Anthony Amodio. Okay, we will be the next week. Next week will be $75. And we will have 2 drawing next week, so make sure you come next week, you guys. Now we will have the Amazon gift card. So again, everyone's business card is the tumbler. But we will start. Just pick it up.
Okay, the good one. Come on. A little glad for you, Nick. A little glad.
Winnie.
Winnie, hold tight. Congratulations, she's here. Noah Lamb, congratulations. Not Lena, Arlena. Sorry, Alina. And I heard too. Come again, Lena, next week, come again. Congratulations to all the winners. So that's why you need to come, okay? Okay, now we're gonna announce all our education classes. We will have probate from A to Z for real estate professionals. It is being held on January 20th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and it's free. Our last minute text fix. This is important. So it's on January 24, 10 to 11, and it's free as well. A Zip Forum Plus hybrid training. It is on January 30th, 9:30 to 12:30, and it's free. So that's why you want to be at our board. Everything, a lot of classes are free. The CRMLS virtual training matrix, searching 101. It is February 1st, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It is free. I think this is a very important, especially there's a lot of changes. I haven't been to this training for a long time, so it's important for even though you are been in the industry for a long time. The time? Which one is different? Which class is? The probate. Okay.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Okay, call the office to confirm before you attend the class. Okay. Call the office. Call the office. We'll confirm it. Call the office before you sign up. Okay. Okay, once you register, it will tell you the definite date and time. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, call the office. Thank you. Okay, next we're gonna do 50-50 raffles. So everyone take out your ticket.
ready? And 79.
Everyone got your ticket out. It is $79. Come on, you guys, get your ticket out. Everyone, ticket out. All righty. 674, I'm sorry. 674 1054. 54. Last two number 54. Who got it? Who was this? What's your name? No, not when it's down. Congratulations. What's the name? Congratulations, Karen. Again, make sure you come in next Thursday, January 26th, Lunar New Year celebration. We will have two attendance drawing next week. One is from last year and one is for this year. This year you have to meet at the association. So, did you guys like the pineapple bun full of bao and soybean milk? Okay. Please make sure you register because it's very important for you to register for us to know how many ball or bao to order next time. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming and the meeting's adjourned. Have a productive day, everyone.